Western Conference semifinals here. Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. You look at the Timberwolves with their hometown fans cheering them on. They'll look to close out this series and complete the upset. Wow.
Well, there's some pressure here, though, Kevin, because if you're at home, you're up 3-2. This is the time to do it. You do not want to go back out onto the road for Game 7.
You know, part of me agrees with that, Steve. Actually, a lot of me agrees with that. Even though it isn't technically a do-or-die situation, they should be treating it like it is. I mean, because going on the road for Game 7 is not a friendly scenario, and that would be a very tough building to win a deciding game with.
No good from the machine.
He was right up tight on him on that attempt. Terrific D to throw off the shot.
And he did it without making too much contact and getting the officials' attention either.
On defense, Minnesota, they are still stinging from the loss on Thursday.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed. And sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those will fit.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Both free throws good from the Beast.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason. He's such a good all-around player.
Kicks it to Lawson. Passes it to the machine. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Open shot, Johnson. Second chance effort.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And so he hits both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. He said, make no mistake, I consider this a must-win game for us. We need to close out this series here at home, or we'll put ourselves in a tough position. Winning a deciding game on the road would be no piece of cake. The rest of the series should be interesting, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Joe Barry's checked in for Big Smooth. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson, the pass to the machine.
Oh, that was awesome.
Magnificent and exquisite all rolled into one.
How about we throw a little stupendous in there, too?
You know I like that.
I'd say spectacular, too.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pondek's through the pass to Parks.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way.
Oh,
Look out. With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
that one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
No good from Lawson. Denver in the lead. Here's the franchise. Can't get it to fall. Roberts, defended by Parks. Pass to Johnson. Wants it outside. Gets the bucket.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Nuggets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Parks. He gets the shot to fall. The defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a 3-point play chance here. And let's get your take guys on the scoring breakdown for them.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
Stolen away. Here's Porter.
an absolute gem of a throwdown there.
A little extra dose of flair on that one. Some style points for sure.
I give him a 10, Kevin, no question. That is a 10.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Pondexter. Here's Gobert. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. And you look at the Beast, so solid around the basket, currently third in the league.
Tell you what, his shooting percentage has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. What a run he's been on.
Both free throws good from Gobert. The Nuggets leading by 3. Porter with it.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
That's good. 7 points for the franchise.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
There's a good screen. Porter dishes to Roberts. He feeds it to Pondexter. And there's the pass to Parks. He kicks to Pondexter. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here's Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. A step back shot here. And that's off the glass. And Denver's off to take their first time out here.
But it looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Dishes to Pondexter. He passes to Parks. Shoots from the baseline, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Johnson right side, and that one's good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Pondexter kicks to Porter. It's rebounded by the Machine. The Machine's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Gobert. Here's the Machine. Austin right side. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Pondexter, the pass to the Beast. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's good from the Beast. And the Nuggets making a change here. Both free throws good from the Beast. Timberwolves trail by 5. Roberts, he's covered by Murray. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Minnesota, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the Nuggets making a change here. Sarge is checked in, so he gets them both. The Nuggets leading by 3. Westbrook gets a screen from Sarge. Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. The 3. Rebound Minnesota. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Johnson's got the ball. Gordon with the defensive effort. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Westbrook passes to Murray. And the layup falls.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Robots, defended by Parks, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
It's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward.
Murray, the pass to Parks. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Brown, he's checked in for Denver. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Johnson. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
They kick out to Brown. Pass to Murray. Back to Brown. Denver passing it around. On the wing, Gordon. Drops one in from the wing. And the Nuggets lead by 2. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Johnson, and the pass to Randall. He dishes it to Conley. Johnson outside.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be. In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Here's Gordon. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You've got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
Johnson outside. He passes to Ingles. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Murray. Outside Gordon. Feeds it to Westbrook. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota shooting very well. 58%. The offense is falling right now early for them. And it's blocked by Brown. To the paint. Westbrook. The rim is shaken. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you got it, Clark.
Westbrook against Conley. Cloak loose. Unhindered. Going all the way. And Sarge.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Another miss by Minnesota. Denver leading by 4. Pass to Murray. The kick out to Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. The pass to Randall. Will not go. This is off the front eye. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And thanks for joining us again as we get set to continue our broadcast of the Western Conference semifinal. And when you consider how Denver is doing, Steve and Clark, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense has been so smooth. Everybody working together. And you can tell they're getting good shots pretty much every time down.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine there. I mean, they keep the ball moving, they keep themselves moving, and as a result, they're piling up the points.
We've got Big Smooth. Conley out there with Johnson. And it's Randall into the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Minnesota making a switch here. Here's Brown. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gordon goes in, and he dumps it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Here's Murray, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Timberwolves trail by 10. Conley with it. Now defended by Murray. And stolen by Murray. Concat. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
Guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Murray, the pass to Brown. Minnesota with the rebound.
So hard not to go for it when you see a chance for an alley-oop like there was there.
I know he wishes he had it.
And it's Conley penetrating. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
A different look for Denver. Roberts is checked in for Gordon. And it's Mr. Perfect in for Bryant. A nice shot by Pondexter. Pondexter's got his second basket of the night.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Conley, the pass to Big Smooth. On the wing, Johnson. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Big Smooth, and that one's good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Here's Roberts, and fouled hard that time. No get to the line and shoot two.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Well, great focus at the free throw line. They're taking care of business.
That's exactly how you keep on the lead. 100% free throwing for the quarter. That'll do it.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. The Beast is checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and Porter subbed in for Concat. Timberwolves trail by 11. The high post shot. Jump shot is good. 6 points for Johnson. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
He passes to McDaniel. Back to Johnson.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Porter dishes to Pondexter. There's the feed to Porter. Pass to Murray. Kicks it to Roberts. Clock at 6. Shot is off. Great D that time from McDaniel. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Murray, the pass to Roberts. The dish out to Pondexter. He feeds it to Porter. He kicks it to Pondexter. Lots of room. That's good. Pondexter's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, and they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
Porter with it. Now guarded by Big Smooth. Porter passes to Murray. Here's the Beast. Tipped away. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. You look at Johnson, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
It seems like he's taken it upon his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved here in the postseason. What a passing display it's been.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. McDaniel, the pass to Johnson. Lost it outside. Makes the lead pass. Cuts off the pass. Here we go, all alone.
It's Spinorama, kind of like he's in the washing the scene. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
Yeah, I like the nickname, Clark. You may be onto something with that one.
Big smooth. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Roberts.
Good, tough defense there. Getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for you.
This is to Pondexter. Here's the beast. Tries again. It's rebounded by Big Smooth.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Drops in the breakaway layup. 6 points for Clutch.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
Yeah, the turnovers already piling up here in this quarter.
And stolen by Lawson. Timberwolves trailed by 16. Pass to the machine. Guarded by Porter. Here's the machine to the inside. Gobert.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That's good from Gobert. Both free throws good from Gobert.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
Pondexter, the pass to Parks. The stupendous finish in traffic. The franchise has got 11.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Pass to Watson. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Roberts defended by Parks, and it's blocked by Parks. Here's Roberts. He's got 6. It's stolen by Watson. And he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Pondexter, the pass to Parks. He dishes it to Pondexter. Here's the franchise. He's guarded by Johnson. Feeds it to Roberts, and it's the machine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Shot by Roberts, no good.
I like the work there, contesting that shot. It looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Pondexter off a pick from Roberts. Pondexter, no good.
It's been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Here's the machine, and it's blocked by Porter. And pushing it up, here's Denver. All alone. Here's Pondexter. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Pondexter's got 6 in the quarter. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
Gordon's checked in for Clutch. I think Jefferson will go away quickly if he does.
Man, I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with a one-hand punch.
You know, it looks like despite the injury he's still able to deliver, and that's what he's showing us right now.
Timberwolves trail by 17. The pass to Lawson. A machine. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And Minnesota has possession. Takes a 3. Kicks it out to Johnson. Roberts shoots the three. No luck. Here's the franchise. He's got 11. Porter, no luck. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Pondexter. And it's Johnson penetrating. Got it. Good job on the low post. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Pass it to Parks. Leads him in there. Porter. It's rebounded by Lawson.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Roberts. All sorts of time. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. 6 points for him. 1:05 left here in the second. And it's Gordon penetrating. A finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 15. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They get a hand on it. Pass to Parks. The feed to Gordon. Kicks it to Porter. He passes it to Pondexter. Outside Gordon. Here's the franchise. It's good from long range. The franchise has got 14 points for the game.
That's something we didn't see at all from him in the first half when he had a goose egg from three-point line.
Roberts. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. The pass to Parks. Back to Gordon. Passes it to Parks. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the franchise has got 7 points here in this quarter. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about the hang time?
You're talking about hang time. That fella had helium in those shoes.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Round 2 of the NBA playoffs is in full swing.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6.
Some fantastic numbers for the franchise. 16 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Mr. Perfect out there with the franchise. And it's the Beast. Then it's Porter. And it's Robertson at the 4. He feeds it to Pondexter. Now the dish to Porter. Pass to Parks. 6 on the shot clock. Good ball being here by the Nuggets. Pondexter, who's guarded by Johnson. Pondexter, no good. Timberwolves trail by 17. Lawson right side. Knocked loose. Dives for it. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nugget shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Johnson outside. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Man, another mistake. This is embarrassing. I mean, you've got to make better decisions than that.
Pondexter dishes to Roberts. They set the pick. He kicks to Lawson. He passes to the machine. With the teardrop, it's good. And there's a block called on the play. He'll get one free throw.
And you got to have perfect timing to knock down that teardrop.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Nuggets leading by 17. Porter passes to Pondexter. Dishes it to Porter. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Big Smooth's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 10. Roberts. They grab the one miss. He hangs in there and crashes in on the second chance points.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4. When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for the Beast. He has 8 points, and he's hit 6 shots from the charity stripe, contributing to their offense.
Well, the NBA game is all about finding easy points, either layups or free throws. So those points could come in handy here today.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Roberts, defended by Parks. Knocks it loose. A solo fast break. Pondexter takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Pondexter's got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Big Smooth, and Count Kowalski is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Great move to the hoop, using his strength to get around the defender.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Denver calls timeout.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using the timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
The Nuggets leading by 16. Pondexter, the pass to Parks. He dishes it to Roberts. Feeds it to Pondexter. Pass to Porter. Here's the franchise. And he's good on the 3 ball. The franchise has got 19 points.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Johnson with it. Now guarded by Pondexter. Here's the machine. No good. Some solid defense there from the Beast. Throws it up high. Well placed. Alley pass into the layup.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth. Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Here's Big Smooth. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Here's Pondexter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pondexter's got 18 points in the game.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
There's the pass to the machine. Nice D from the Beast.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Timberwolves trailed by 21. That's tipped. Porter with the steal. Here's Parks. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they forced. and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Pondexter kicks to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pondexter dishes to Porter. Now the feed to Pondexter. Roberts takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Make it two hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
You might as well remove all doubt, right?
The entire defense was frozen footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Pondexter, the pass to Roberts. Pondexter is guarded by Johnson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And that's 20 points for Mr. Perfect.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely here it comes. See if you can stop it.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Denver. Passes it to Randall. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Poked away. Here's Roberts. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line.
Looking at the game for clutch, he has 8 points and also 3 steals.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And so he makes both from the line.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Tipped. Jordan kicks to Brown. Back to Jordan. There's the dish to Pondexter. Brown outside. He feeds it to Pondexter. Pass to Roberts. The kick out to Brown. Here's the franchise. Lawson defended. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Contact checked in for clutch. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a stellar 60% since the halftime break. Back to Lawson. Now the pass to the machine. The shot is off. And the Nuggets going the other way. Porter dishes to Brown. Banked in off the glass.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Pass to the machine. Shot to stop the run. And that basket's going to come close. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Beast is checked in for the Nuggets. Murray, the pass to the Beast. And he jams it with authority.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
Pass to Randall. Here's the machine. Count the buckets. The machine's got 7 now in this quarter.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Murray, the pass to Porter. And the shot is good.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
The pass to the machine. Steps back and fires. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys. Back
A minute 50 left to play in the third. Here's McDaniel. That's good. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Concat passes to the Beast. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Uncovered. And it's Denver scoring again.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Passes it to McDaniel. They get it again. Here's the machine. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
A good night for the machine. He has 9 rebounds and also a block shot.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. Denver making a switch here. Both free throws good from the machine.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up. Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Johnson, the pass to McDaniel. Back to Johnson. Kicks to Lawson. That's in, coming off the assist from Jackson. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night. Roberts dishes to Porter. He passes to Parks. He kicks it to Porter. Now Murray feeds to Roberts. And it's going to be a goaltending call here. So they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
Shot on the wing. Misses off the right angle.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Now Murray. Up in time. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And here is Jordan. We've got Conley. And it's Reed in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jordan can't get it to go.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
Pass to McDaniel. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Denver shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting on all cylinders. And here's Westbrook. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Brown. 7 points for Russell Westbrook. Minnesota shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Ingles. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Joe Ingles. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Timberwolves making a change here. Both free throws good from Ingles. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Denver now. outside Westbrook. Got it from 16 feet. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Robots. He's covered by Brown. Jacks up a three. Gets it to go.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Westbrook kicks to Brown. Jordan the pass to Westbrook. Covered by Conley. Back to Jordan. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. That free throw, no good. He's off on the second.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
At the line for two.
That's good from Ingles. Both free throws good from Ingles. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves, has so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Here's Jordan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Timberwolves. Robots, he's covered by Brown. Robots, and it's blocked by Jordan. Goes up again, and it's good on the way in.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
Westbrook with it. Dishes it to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Pass to Sarge. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in.
Gordon.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Roberts, he's covered by Brown. And the pass to Ingles. The tray. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his third rebound tonight. Concat. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Brown. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly from 18. Denver the rebound. Concat passes to Jordan.
Obvious foul. Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Free throw good, Jordan. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Ingles passes to Conley. Garza. And blocked. Here's Concat. Back to Brown. The feed to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Brown dishes to Westbrook. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. From 17 feet out, Gordon. That's short off the rim. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Ingles passes to Conley. Roberts. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Brown outside. Jordan up top. The dish to Westbrook. No one near him. And it's good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Garza, guarded by Jordan from 11 feet away. Rebound by the Nuggets. It's Brown with the drive. Concat. The layup off target.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Conley against Brown. They set the pick. Outside Conley. Passes it to Reed. 4 on the clock. Back to Conley. And a miss there on the triple. Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook passes to Conley. Conley against Westbrook.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Conley off the pick from Reed. Off the screen. Up and in on the layup. He's got 19. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
Smooth sailing for Denver. Outside Westbrook. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of foul.
For Denver, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Gobert. Jordan kicks to Gordon. Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Brown outside. He feeds it to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Not really his range, and it's off target. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to McDaniel. The 15-footer. He squares up and sinks it.
That's a nice play there. The more contributors this team can get, the better.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. Feeds to Gordon. He passes to Conklin. Back to Gordon. Dishes it to Westbrook. Kicks it out to Gordon. Pulls it up. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to McDaniel. Robots. Goes up the baseline. Second shot opportunity. And there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. And he can't get the first one.
We got this.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, disappointing trip to the line, even though it was just one miss. Now is not the time to be missing free throws.
Brown the pass to Conklin. Outside Jordan. Pass to Conklin. Oh, that's blocked. But they get it back. And that one's good. Westbrook.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to Conley. Roberts. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. That's good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Pass to Conklin. Outside Westbrook. There's the pass to Conklin. Back to Westbrook. Rocket 6. Gives him the lead pass. Good.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Now here's Conley. Garza. Off target from outside. Now Westbrook. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. How much to be critical of in this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to